Hi, I'm Phyllis from iSew and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm working on the number 8 block, and it is made up of a lot of half square triangles. They start off with squares, and I make the 3 inches. So it's all half square triangles with the exception of these 4 or 8 plain blocks. And they're 2.5 inches. This one is 4.5 inches. And I make my half square triangles 3 inches. But I want to show you how I make a lot of half square triangles very easily, and they're all with a straight edge. This is a straight edge, this is straight. The bias is in the center. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to demonstrate with a piece of paper here because it'll show up better than on my fabric. What I do is I want my half square triangles to be 3 inches. So I take the width of the fabric, which is probably 42 inches wide. I draw a line, and so I need the 6 inches, but I left a little bit over here so that I could, if I goofed, I could straighten it out. I guess, I don't know. But so if you wanted 4-inch half square triangles, you would use a piece that's 8 inches. So you'll make 2 rows of half square triangles. So you draw a line here, here, and then one in the center. You maybe can see this, I'm not sure, but right down the center. So this is a 3-inch square, this is a 3-inch square. So I've got 3-inch squares all set up, and I draw a line here every 3 inches. And when I have all my lines drawn, then I take my ruler and I run it from this corner right through the center like that. And I do it here again. So that now, after I get all the way down, I take some, and this is where I sew. I sew a 1/4 of an inch. That's not showing up. See if I got something that'll make a little. Try this. I sew a 1/4 of an inch all the way down here. And the same here. And the same here. over here. I'm not sure if that's just even or not, but we'll see. So when I do sew this, I will sew down here, up here, down, all the way across. And then when I get down this end, I bring it back up. So basically, I don't really stop. The only time I have to stop is to go over to this side and work this side and then back. Now that makes a lot of half square triangles, because each one of these is 2, so there's 8 right there. And you don't need to stop once you've got your 2 pieces of fabric. Okay, my fabric here, and I don't know whether you'll be able to see it or not. But you see, I've got my seams sewn here, and then back up this way. I put a light pencil mark on this side. Now maybe you can see that, and maybe you can't. Hopefully you can see it. So I have these all sewn. And now I take and where's my, like that. And I trim the edges off here, because if I had trimmed them off before I started, then I wouldn't have had to do them now. And then I cut it here. To make my square. And this is my half square triangles. And then I have to trim my dog ears off. And I should have a 2.5 inch square with my half square triangles. So each section here, I get 2 half square triangles. So that gives me 4. Every 3 inches I get 4. So then I just put I have all these, and out of 40 inch, 42 inch, I'm not just sure how many squares I get. 30 something? I'll have to figure that one out. But anyway, every 3 inches you get 6 and 4. You get 4 every 6 inches. Of 3 inches, every 3 inches. So then, how I put this together It can get a little confusing if you're not. So if you want to follow, take a picture with, and then you'll be able to follow it better. So I have a 2.5 inch square in the corner. Then I have four half square triangles in another one. So that's 6. So they basically are 12 inches across here. And then I go this row with 2 in here, just come in 1, a half square triangle on the outside. Then I do this section, and I put the points. If you'll notice, points all go to the outside of your block. So I make the 4.5 inch block for the center, and 4 on either side, and join them here. And then with this one, I have this unit and this unit. You can see they're different, but they both have the squares here. So I have 4 half square triangles with the point going to the outside. And you see this one and this one, the point goes to the outside. So that's but I think that one's almost a favorite of mine. And you think, oh, all those half square triangles, why do I want to make all those? But they go so easily with this method. But if you're using scraps, of course, you can't do them that way. But I had 6 inches of the width of the fabric, but you could make them, say you had 24 inches, you could still get a lot of half square triangles out of 24 inches if you had 2 pieces, 24. This is only 15 inches long. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So that comes out even. So every 3 inches. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So you can get 20 out of 6 inches by 6 inches by 15. Anyway, it's fun, a fun way to make them. And subscribe, touch the bell to be notified, and check out some of the first blocks I made. Can be a little easier, not as many pieces to this. There's a lot of pieces in this one, but it's a fun block to make. Well, thanks for watching. Bye now.